So I'm still in the process of cleaning some valves. So this is the last exhaust valve I still need to clean. Well, it already had one stage of cleaning done, but I feel like I can do better. So you can see there's still a lot of carbon deposits over here, some on the back. I had them soaking in some carbon deposit remover like EGR cleaner or some carb cleaner overnight, and the other ones came out like this after a secondary clean. So we got rid of a lot more of the carbon deposits, although still not perfect. This one could use some more work. I think this is one of the best. So pretty clean. So how do we do it? So last time, I'm just gonna clean off my lens real quick. So last time I actually went through the process of sandblasting the valves. So just tape up the area that goes through your valve guides and your seals, and then just go to town with a sandblaster, medium pressure, carefully, until all the carbon deposits are gone. But that you would need to relap the mating surface, so the seat area, because it's gonna get torn up by the blasting media as well. And I didn't want to do it now because I felt like, okay, I don't want to relap all the valves. There's only 12, so it's not that much work. And then again, if I look at this exhaust valve right here, if it picks up on camera, you can see the pitting. So I need to lap them anyway, or I'm going to relap them anyway. So yeah, might as well have taken them to my workplace and get some sandblasting in. It would have been a lot quicker than doing everything manually. Now, in order to get rid of this tough deposit, I've got this chisel right here, and just with a flat edge, just scrape off the deposits. Again, the valves are pretty hard. You're not gonna damage it this way as long as you don't gouge into the metal. So just carefully scrape away at the carbon deposits until most of it is gone. I've put the valve in my drill chuck over here, so I have something to hold it by. It's a lot easier than just holding a valve on its own. Just work your way around the entire face of the valve. Get rid of the large deposits. It'll take you around maybe 10 minutes per valve to do it this way. Like I said before, it'll get new deposits on them pretty quickly, but if you can remove as much of the old ones, then maybe you can make it last a little bit longer, I guess, because new deposits won't have as much area to stick to. I think that's the general idea of cleaning them. There's people that actually polish them as well. So this valve face is looking pretty good right now. So yeah, in the middle of the valve there's an area which is difficult to get to. So we're not gonna get as much of that as I want to. Then the back side over here, same idea, just go from the outside in and scrape away. This might be a bit easier without the drill attached. I don't know, yeah, that should be still be in shot. So just like this. As you can tell, the deposits are coming away. This is basically the only thing that works. Just like using sandpaper or like a Scotch-Brite pad alone doesn't do anything to the deposits. The carb cleaner, it might have softened it a bit, but I don't think even that did much. And we need to get these valves back installed so we can finish the engine rebuild. We still need to do one intake valve. The intake valves came up a lot nicer, because that's just the carbon deposits on the inside, or from, yeah, the intake side. They're not as tough as this. Over here, cylinders 2 and 3 were really bad, because that's also the 2 cylinders that leaked the most oil at the lowest compression, and all of the oil just sticks to the hot valve and carbonizes, and that's why these are so tough to clean, because it got so much carbon buildup over time. And the next process is lapping all of the valves. So right, now we put it back in the drill. And we use a Scotch pad. Like to do the face first. So there's one more area over here that needs some attention. So it's getting pretty hot already, so I just want to chip that away, the final piece. Yeah, like so. And one more time. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Now the back side. This really doesn't need to be perfect, but as you can tell, it looks already a lot nicer than what it looked like before. Yeah, so that's how I clean the exhaust valves. Those are done. So next up is cleaning this intake valve. It's a pretty similar process. It's a bit easier even. So because the deposits are not as tough. What we have here is a deposit on the side. So before I just did it with a flathead screwdriver, but with the chisel it should also work pretty well. And as you can tell, we can just pick off very easily these deposits. They're not that hard, not that tough to get rid of. Alright, face over here. The top here, there's not much we can do. Yeah, you can pick at the middle part, which has the tough carbon deposit, but that's not important. Then the outside. Yep, outside is clean. Some more on the back side. So a bit more focused like we did before. Just scrape, scrape, scrape. And then now we should be able to just take the Scotch-Brite, and most of it should be able to remove with just the Scotch-Brite pad. So top, side, and then the stem. So we still have some tougher deposits, but most of it is already gone. So now the tougher bits. We go back in with our chisel and get rid of those. Just gonna use my screwdriver for the last bits because it's a bit smaller. It might be easier to get to them. The ones close to the edge over here. Oh, okay. again into the drill bit and with the Scotch pad. There we go. As clean as a whistle. Oh, it's hot. It's perfect.